Ready? 18 Cardinals, 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Hey, smash Broncos. Seven Pirates.
Hurts throwing right away. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm when he delivers it with confidence.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Hurts. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously. Led to a very quick sack. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
They are such a talented team at defending the perimeter and taking away throws to the outside. Great confidence, great skill.
Here we go, set. Warriors, 70. Trap 60. Hurt. Right there, hurt.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Back to throw, Watson. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Eagles are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Up the middle they go with Sanders. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Throwing on 2nd down. Hurts. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
They'll run. It's Sanders. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Right back to Sanders on first down. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
Well, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
Second and 5 now. Hurts. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns 16. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
That's the first time he's called his own number, but he's got to be overjoyed with the results. He wasn't just going to settle for a modest gain. To me, he was determined to come through with a big message to a defense that slept on him in the pocket.
They'll send the tight end in motion left. They'll run with Sanders. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders, a 16-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. It'll only be a loss of a couple, but the pressure gets home on first down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. To throw is Watson. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. A great pick, nice return, but you know he's just beating himself up inside for not getting all the way in.
No doubt about it, because he had visions of end zone in his mind. Going to be the total hero. But we did see there the emphasis on it's not just good enough to pick it off anymore. Bring it back, get the yardage, and really help out your offense.
Oh, the sneak, it's Hurts. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down.
Okay, great. 18 Cardinals. Panther 60.
Oh, the sneak, it's Hurts. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
And the sneak works on 2nd and goal. They didn't wait until it was 4th down to try and get him across.
No, and I think if you're the QB, you like these plays, don't you? I mean, you want to hand it off sometimes, but also prove that you can get it in there as well.
Yeah, it makes you really part of the gang, doesn't it? It makes you part of the crew, and it really bonds you with those big offensive linemen because then you get to celebrate with the big fellas.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Fields it right around the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
The Browns drive about to get started. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with it. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Watson now to throw.
Right back to Njoku. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Again, it's Watson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
On 2nd and 10, Watson. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted.
Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Eagles are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Well, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you've thrown this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
They start on the ground here at Sanders. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
From just shy of midfield, Hurts looking left side for Watkins, and he's got him.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one as a receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. In motion comes the tight end left. Going for it with Sanders. And some room to maneuver. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Eagles' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Well, that situation, Charles, where it's too long for the field goal. Why not take a chance on 4th down? And, boy, does it pay off handsomely.
And living with a lot of second-guessing goes with the job description when you're the head coach. And most guys nowadays, they understand and study analytics. They have someone on staff that walks them through it and then talks in their ear on game day. So they're a lot more comfortable rolling the dice and going for it.
Now, after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the play did on the last one.
A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now, you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now, with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range. Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
He's got his receiver, Cooper.
And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Watson looks to throw again.
This complete to David Bell. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Down to the 10.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown.
David Bell,
34 yards.
And the Browns get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Now Cade York for the extra point.
It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
The thing that hurt on that play, the missed tackle, that allowed the extra yardage.
It's a matchup game in the NFL. You get the guy that you want isolated, have him miss a tackle, and off you go.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Now Sanders. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds.
94 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Second down, back to Sanders.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders as the first half is winding down.
And the Eagles will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Final 12 seconds of the half now as they've got it 1st and 10. First play of the drive there is incomplete.
I know we're just in the second quarter and there's a ways to go in this game, but that's a second drop. I'm wondering if that's a little bit of an alarm bell for them when they start calling plays on the offensive side of the ball.
His eyes already looking upfield on that last one before he brought it in. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started.
They look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of its coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
Got a man, it's Schwartz, complete. And he is going to have a Browns first down as that'll be a pickup of about 5 as they convert on 3rd and inches.
Off of play action, it's Watson. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
That could have been a huge play, but give the defender credit. Stayed calm, stayed collected, and kept himself in a position to make a play on the ball without a penalty.
To the air yet again, Watson. Now he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
He is just not at his focus in this game. It's not 1 drop. It's not 2. That's 3 for this contest.
Yeah, uncharacteristic for any NFL receiver, and he's no exception. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. This is the tight end, Njoku. And he'll only get this to the 47. He needed a few more yards to pick up the first. On 4th down, Watson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over.